Good afternoon. We begin 13 News at 4 with breaking news as we learn more about that deadly mass shooting today in Florida.
All of this happened around noon on the campus of Florida State University in Tallahassee, specifically in the area of the student union. Right now, the suspect is in custody. At least one person was killed and 6 people went to the hospital, and one of those victims is in critical condition. Students on campus were forced to shelter in place. They say they were understandably shocked and scared.
The shots rang out and we were like, is that construction going on or what was happening? And so we got up, looked out the window, and I remember looking outside and hearing 5 more shots go off. And I was like, what's going on? So I saw kids running away from the student union, and I walked away from the window. Then I walked back to the window and heard 6, 7 more shots ring out. And at that point we were like, okay, there's a shooting going on.
And just a little while ago, President Trump also reacted to the shooting. Here's the president a short time ago.
And I've been briefed on the Florida State University, Tallahassee active shooting. I guess it's an active shooter. Fully briefed as to where we are right now. It's a shame. It's a horrible thing. Horrible that things like this take place. And we'll have more to say about it later.
We can also tell you the FBI is now on the campus there in Tallahassee helping local law enforcement investigate. So that's what we know right now. But as the investigation develops and continues and we learn more about what happened, of course, we'll be sure and pass that along.
Now to news closer to home. A shooting here in Indianapolis this afternoon has left one person dead. It happened near a bus stop at West Moore Street in South Belmont. One person has been detained. State police happened to be in the area at the time, so they have been helping with this investigation as well.
And I want to take you down to Bloomington now, where students, faculty, and staff at IU are speaking out about what they call an attack on higher education here in America.
Rich Nye is at Franklin Hall, which has hosted an all-afternoon event for the National Day of Action for Higher Education. Rich, can you share with us what you've seen today?
Sure, Dustin and Felicia, this event is now beginning its 4th hour here at Franklin Hall, and this is all leading up to a rally at Dunn Meadow tonight at 5 o'clock. You're looking down right now on the People's Involvement Fair. All these different organizations on campus have tables set up where people can get more information and find out how to get involved. Now, all these groups have come together today against the Trump administration policies and their impact on students and faculty on college campuses across America. Events like this one are happening on about 200 campuses all across the country. We've heard a lot of speeches, there has been music today, and calls for students and faculty to get involved. These people are upset not only with the Trump administration, but also with the IU administration not defending faculty and students.
And the action is to speak out for higher education, which is under attack from the Trump administration, and we really feel under attack by feckless university administrations who are not standing up, defending science, defending academic freedom, defending our students, defending faculties who speak uncomfortable truths to power. And we want to let those in power know that higher education is united in defending our basic values.
And people here are still upset about the way pro-Palestinian protests were shut down last year here on campus and what they consider IU administration support for the nation of Israel and its war against Gaza. Back here live at Franklin Hall, you see students gathered. We've had a crowd of about a consistent 100 or more people coming and going. But again, this is all leading up to a march at 4:45. They will leave here and go over to Dunn Meadow for a rally to cap off this day. And we'll be there live for you tonight at 5 o'clock on 13 News.
All right, Rich Nye reporting live in Bloomington. Thank you so much. Give an idea what's going on there. Now let's head to Ball State. Here's an update on what's happening here. Ball State has announced that it is ditching its diversity, equity, and inclusion program.
And that decision was made to comply with President Trump's executive order to end what he calls illegal discrimination and to restore, quote, merit-based opportunity. Ball State's president explained why the decision was made.
Failing to comply with President Trump's executive order could lead to significant adverse consequences for our university and our students. For example, the administration could unilaterally suspend or terminate federal research grant contracts, The administration could also prohibit our faculty from receiving any future federal research grants all the way through January 2029. That would significantly impede faculty development and the impact of their research. And if the administration were to conclude that we had failed to comply with the president's executive order, the Department of Education could conceivably determine that our students are no longer eligible for federally funded financial aid, things like Pell Grants and federal student loans.
So clearly a lot on the line there. Today, the Board of Trustees also authorized the school's president to take any further action necessary to comply with state or federal laws regarding the university.
Turning to weather now, we have, of course, been tracking a cloudy Thursday with some peaks of sunshine, didn't it?
Yeah, we had a lot of sun earlier.
Okay.
And then we
I was like,
really
the whole day
saw
hasn't
this.
been cloudy.
Yeah, it's really changed over the last several hours or so. Some locations even seeing a little bit of rain, but I think that's going to take some time before we see those rain chances really materialize. It's been pretty dry out there, at least over the past 24 hours. We've got some rain moving in. If you don't get rain today, I have a feeling there's a really good chance you're going to see that through the course of this weekend. Chance for some showers and even a few thunderstorms over the weekend, over the holiday weekend. Let me take you to Live Doppler 13 to show you some of those showers that are trying to move in. They are not really able to materialize and make it to the ground because the air has been so dry. But where it's been coming down a little bit more heavily, approaching Lafayette, I do expect some of those showers to eventually make it to the surface. Once this system passes through, I think we'll get a break from the rain showers before we bring the rain back into the forecast. Temperatures are into the 60s. I think over the next couple of hours, I'll leave a chance for some showers in there. I'm not saying it's going to rain for several hours. I just think you need to know that you may see a couple of scattered showers out there. I think by the late evening, we start to wrap that up. Temperatures will stay very mild during the overnight, probably into the mid-50s for your overnight low. So that's going to set us up heading into Friday for a very mild start. If we start the morning, I should say, at 55, we are going to see the temperatures really warm up. Look at this. It's going to be breezy, but it's going to be extremely warm with a high temperature of 80 degrees tomorrow. And I do think most locations will be able to make it up to 80. Unfortunately, this is going to come with a bit of a price, and that's going to be the possibility of some scattered thunderstorms. The timing here will be key. We may see some of those storms arrive later Friday night. That may limit some of the heating of the day being used up by that point. I'll talk a little bit more about that severe chance and when those storms are going to arrive and the possibility of a rainy holiday weekend. Let's also talk traffic while we're here. On the board, a couple of minor incidents have shown up. We did have one issue on 70 westbound, just close to Greenfield earlier. That has since been cleared. Going to some of the traffic cameras here, let's take you into downtown where we do have Interstate 65 right at 21st. This is where we usually see the slowdowns, and we are starting to see that as the traffic approaches you. That is heading southbound. And also we've had the stalled vehicle on 70 eastbound right near West Street. This is approaching the south split. Just watch for the vehicles there. Otherwise, normal slowdowns. I'll keep an eye on the traffic and the weather. Guys?
All right, Rob, thank you very much. This afternoon, we're so excited to talk about this, and we're proud to announce that WTHR is once again your local TV home for the Indiana Fever.
Yes, so exciting. So that means that you will be able to watch 18 Fever games this season, and most of those games will be right here on WTHR with a few of our MeTV on our MeTV affiliate, WALV.
And here this afternoon to talk more about this exciting partnership is Fever COO and GM Amber Cox. Thanks so much for being here.
Great to be here with you guys.
So season's almost here. You've got to feel good about where this franchise is right now and how far it's come.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. You know, this franchise has such a rich history to it. Obviously, winning a championship years ago in the Tamika Catchings era. But the, resurgence over the last couple of years, back-to-back #1 picks with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, and certainly the way the team finished the season last year, a lot of momentum. It was a team nobody wanted to see in the playoffs. We tried to carry that momentum into the offseason. We feel like we had a great free agency, adding a lot of veteran leadership. Obviously, just wrapped up the draft. So, ready to roll. Now it's time to roll the balls out and get going.
Oh, yes, it is. So you all just had the WNBA draft, or we all had the WNBA draft, picked up 3 new players. And how are their stats going to complement the roster now?
Yeah, we had 2nd and 3rd round picks this year, so 19, 20, and 33. So we picked a little later than #1, right? The last couple of years. So you're a bit at the mercy of what other teams are going to do ahead of you. But we were so pleased with where we landed. Picked up Michaela Timpson out of Florida State at number 19. Unbelievable defensive player. She's 6'2", but has a 6'10" wingspan.
Yeah.
She's the only player in the country to average 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks. So we're really excited about her. Bree Hall out of South Carolina, championship pedigree, was teammates with Aaliyah Boston at South Carolina. Won a couple of championships down there. Elite perimeter defender, can really do a lot of things on the defensive end. And then Yvonne Ejim out of Gonzaga at number 33. Great post player, a lot of potential, Canadian national team member, so she's had some international experience. So we're excited to get these players into camp to see what they can do.
Can you tell us a little bit about just what it means to have this multi-year partnership with WTHR? I think it's great that we are going to be able to see, more people will be able to see the Fever play, because the fans are packing into the arena, which is great to see, but now more people can experience.
Absolutely. This partnership is so important for our fans, specifically here in Central Indiana, to be able to tune in and watch when they can't come to games. To your point, there is so much demand for tickets, so many people that have Fever fandom and want to be a part of sort of this movement that we've got going on right now. So any way we can create opportunities for them to engage with our team, to watch our team, to attend games, we want to do that. So this partnership is really important. We're so excited about it.
Oh, this is exciting. We all have a lot to be excited about, because the time for women's basketball is certainly right now.
It is. It's a movement. We
Yeah.
are certainly seeing something very special.
We also want to put something up on the screen, if we can, to let you have more information on this. We're here to help you, of course, find all of those games. So scan that QR code on your screen right here for a full schedule of the games, airing, of course, on WTHR and WALB.
Amber Cox, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back.